Welcome to Roundtable Ops in Motion, where marketing, sales, and RevOps leader break down the systems, strategies, and data shaping modern GDM operations. Each episode brings you actionable insights, practical frameworks, and emerging trends, helping B2B teams stay aligned, efficient, and scalable.
Hello everyone, I'm Shiv. I co-host Roundtable Ops in Motion. Today I'm joined by Ben Cronin. Ben is the CEO at Nuqleous, which has been on the INC 5000 list for 5 straight years. Hey Ben, welcome.
Thank you, Shiv. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Well, just let's get started, Ben. If you don't mind, could you please introduce yourself to the audience?
Absolutely. So, hey everyone, I'm Ben Cronin, CEO at Nuqleous. Been here since July, and I've been serving in the CPG and retail space for almost 2 decades now. Shiv, as you mentioned, that the Inc. 5000 list is a tremendous accomplishment for us. And what that list means is that you're on a growth trajectory. So there are certain criteria of growth you have to hit. What I'd say we are most proud about isn't every year for the last 5 years. And so what I think that translates to really is that Nucleus has a tremendous product market fit, and an absolute superstar team behind it. And when I say product market fit, for those of you who are maybe unfamiliar with that terminology, it's when the tools or solutions that you provide are generating tremendous value for customers, and customers want, if not need, those tools or those solutions to operate and win at their job every single day.
Wonderful. Well, it doesn't surprise that you have been on the Inc. 5000 list for 5 straight years. Congratulations on that.
Yeah,
Having said
thank you.
that, Ben, sure. Having said that, help us understand, what does Nucleus do? How does it help its customers? What type of innovations have you seen within the retail and the CPG space in the recent past?
Yeah, good question. So, I think at the core, we attack three problems that our customers have every single day, whether they're in retail or CPG. There's three kind of problems where we've really focused on. Number one is the delayed planogram execution. So, it seems like when a retailer is resetting their floor plans, or shopper behaviors have changed and how they walk through a store, or there's new holiday or seasonal adjustments that need to be made, that is a heavy lift. And some of the tools on the market today are quite old and rigid, delay, or take a lot of time. So that's one big problem around planogram execution. Another problem that customers have today is maintaining their forecasts, understanding what happened last week, what happened last month, what's going to happen in the next, a big holiday rush, etc. And so, they collect a bunch of data from the retailers or point of sale systems or market data, etc. And that data has become just such a vast amount coming at these CPGs, and that it's become a tremendous amount of investment they need to put on teams and tools, etc., to kind of deal with that, and how to leverage all that information. And the last piece would be the challenge around when a CPG wants to sell more or potentially change the way they're selling into a retailer, they have to go present that into that retailer buyer community. And if you look at some of these presentations that these individuals need to build, it's nothing short of a book, right? 40, 50, 80 page long presentations with very specific data in each page to tell the story and convince the buyer of why they want to make those changes. So those are the three big problems that we see, and that we solve. And so how do we solve it? On the planogram side, we have a tool called Shelf IQ, and Shelf IQ automates and allows for quick optimization and execution around those planograms. It's a great tool. Some of the well-known CPGs and even retailers now are using that tool to coordinate and build the best planograms to maintain that category leadership. On the data side, we have a tool called Retail Analytics, and that tool is generating real insights into where you're actually winning or losing every day, and then where to act to regain that market share. And then that last piece around those presentations, which take hundreds of hours to develop, and tons of team members to make sure they're done. We have a tool called Present IQ, and Present IQ is literally delivering automatic and very extremely dynamic presentations to all stakeholders within minutes, not hours. So, for example, the user can just switch the name of the retailer at the top. They're going into another buyer tomorrow, and it preloads all the data, all the insights, and it's very dynamic. You can go into the tables within that presentation and make any tweaks or edits in real time. So those are the three ways we really have been impacting the market. And again, as I said earlier, we have tremendous product market fit around them, so we're very proud of those tools.
That's some insight into the offerings that you have for your customers and the real-time challenges that you're solving for them.
Yeah.
So continuing with the conversation, Ben, how do you see strong marketing activities helping a company like Nucleus today?
Well, thank you. So we're selling into commercial teams, and I'd say that's for me, one of the most exciting things about this space is you're selling into sales-minded individuals and sales support individuals across the different commercial teams, et cetera. And they're all about brand and marketing themselves. And one of the things we have found to be very tried and true is that face-to-face touch. So whether it's hosting activities at one of our locations across the US or Canada, whether it's attending some of the category management association meetings, et cetera, or even some of our organic events we do, like a big pickleball tournament that we run annually. It's a great way to get people together. While maybe there are some competitors, right? Some snack food competitors or adult beverage competitors or soda competitors in the same room, it gives them a chance to unwind, maybe smash a few pickleballs against each other out on the courts, but really learn about what's happening in that business. So enabling that team and that community to come together has been very powerful for us. With that investment we just made in July into Nuqleous, another area that we're leaning into heavily right now is around account-based marketing. We do have some of the most premier brands out there, but honestly, don't have every team or every tool being leveraged within those different teams. So really getting smart around account-based marketing and very specific as to what their needs are and the right personas within those accounts is very important for us.
Wonderful. Well, all great points, Ben. Well, just 2 cents from me, just adding on to what amazing points you put it across. I believe
Yeah.
the things that would be highlighted predominantly in 2026 and beyond are creating unified experiences and one-on-one relationship with customers, stitching together journeys across various marketing channels. Number two is usage of AI will bring efficiency, creativity, and precision to bring in the personalized content and service at scale. And the number three is making sure every interaction is meaningful and by using the data to prioritize the audience based on the ICP. And I'm so glad to see that you're covering all the bases today and you're getting yourself ready for tomorrow and beyond. Following up
Yeah.
with the same question, I see that you have recently expanded your customer management team by hiring Jenny, your new CCO, and others. Wanted to know your thoughts as to what is your long-term planning in this specific area. What is that you are exactly doing to continue the momentum within the customer management team that you have?
Yeah, thank you. Great question. So we just released a press release about Jenny and Dan Gallagher stepping up into leadership roles at Nucleus. One of the things we looked at when we were deciding on the investment in Nucleus is we did a lot of due diligence and talked to a lot of customers to ask them what's great about Nucleus and where could we make some improvements. And we heard a lot that the tools, the people are excellent, but the customer kind of connectivity could be more strategic in nature versus more transactional, like customer support. And so we took that to heart and we put that as one of our most strategic investment initiatives in the business. And we just had a customer advisory board just a few days ago, and we did hear from the customers that they are starting to feel that investment. So you always figure there's going to be a lag from the time you invest and you put people in place until the customers actually feel the impact. I'm very pleased to hear that the customers are starting to feel that. We certainly have more work to do, and we are investing more heavily there. But that's pretty exciting. We have a very talented team across the board. Jenny has led this team, and she's done an absolute fabulous job ensuring that our customers have a strategic partner on the other side of the table to ensure that they are deriving the value that they anticipated when they made the investment to buy one of our tools or services. She's also been able to identify some of the rock stars on our team and actually some outside of Nucleus to bring into Nucleus and put them into their driver's seat and really empower those individuals to go do that. And then Dan Gallagher stepped up from one of the acquired companies at TR3 up in Boston. And so he's now leading our customer success team. And he is an absolute, just superstar when it comes to customer first, enabling our team, training our team, just a great leader and a great mentor for our team. And that's going to wear off onto our customers very well. So really excited about the investments we're making here and also glad to hear, some of these early feedback from our customer advisory board for sure and some other customers is they are actually feeling the impact, which is fantastic.
Good to know. Ben, I've been lucky to know your team. You've got an A-star team, Jenny and looking at Dan who's stepping up. Good to know the initiative of you building customer advisory board. Like any good company would do, you're talking to your customers and all your plannings, all your strategies are revolving based upon the feedback that you get from your customers. So hats off to
Yeah.
you. I think you all are doing amazing work at Nucleus. But a little detour from the conversation, it's more towards with you, Ben.
Yeah.
Could you tell us more about the Greater Ruxton Area Foundation that you have been associated with, what exactly this foundation does, and how is that you have been involved with it?
Well, thank you. It's kind of a personal, selfish board I'm on, I'd say. So I liken myself to be a green thumb and grew up always doing yard work at my parents' house as a kid. Every Saturday morning, I'd wake up to a big list of chores to do outside, but actually grew to love it. And so when you drive through our little town here, there might be debris and trash on the different corners and some areas that need some improvement, some eyesores, if you will, at different intersections, et cetera. And so we have this local volunteer board in our community that raises funds to then go pay for landscaping and to kind of beautify the entrance and the surrounding areas of all these different areas. And it's interesting if you've ever tried to go to a Department of Transportation in your own state or your local jurisdiction and then work with them to understand could they come fix up an area that looks like an eyesore, you could be waiting years. So it's a fun board that I work on, and it's all about improving the feel and look of our neighborhood here, and hopefully when visitors pass through, they feel a difference when they see it. But again, it's really back to what I kind of love to do my free time, which is gardening, landscaping, and bringing some color to the yard and or to the surrounding community.
Well, wonderful. I mean, like any great leader would, you not only focus growing the business, but actively involved with the community work. It's amazing. I'm sure lots to learn from this specific activities that you have been doing. Wonderful, Ben. Thank you so much for an insightful session. I think
Yeah.
there are tons of takeaways. Personally, for me, it's amazing to see how heavily you've invested in customer management efforts, right? With the hiring of Jenny and elevation of Dan as well. And it's so nice to see that you're building a stronger strategic relationship with your customers, and it will only help Nucleus to grow and strengthen the hold within the industry that you. Thank you so much again,
Yeah.
Ben, for your
Yeah,
insight, and I had a great time.
you're more than welcome. And I just want to just mention for any of the listeners out there that, Shiv, you and the team have been a tremendous partner of ours, and we couldn't do this without you all. So all the services you guys provide Nucleus behind the scenes, our customers might not see you every day, but without you, we couldn't do this. So thank you to you and your entire team. Please pass along my thanks and gratitude.
Thank you so much, Ben. It means a lot.
Absolutely. Thank you.